Okay, just a quick update on my build. Water table, day 3. Took off on Friday, worked all day Friday, all day yesterday, Saturday, today Sunday. Oh, should be home by now, almost 5:30. Had a couple of little air leaks that I've been chasing, more so than water leaks. Decided to change up the way I was going to flood and empty the table. The idea I had in mind was just too low a volume for this big of a table. So I kind of reverted to a page out of Plain Old Bill's build and copied his sump, sort of. Bottom pan 6.5 inches with a plate welded in, 1/2 inch gap at the bottom for water to get in and out. Little ledges on both sides so I could cover this with a piece of expanded metal or a grid or whatever. Weld in some tabs and lay it in there so little pieces don't go in there. Make maintenance a lot easier. I plan to put a row of rare earth magnets along the edge there and along where the water goes in and out, capture the majority of the metal shavings that get down in there. Okay, so here's my fittings back here. I decided to put my fittings in the bottom of the upper table. Reason for that, I have a 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch, and if we put those in the side of the lower table, we lose that volume in the table. And also, since I made my table long enough to park my gantry out of the way when I'm loading and unloading, we have plenty of clearance. My water table is 11 foot 8 inches long, so a 5x10 will fit on there, no problem, with the gantry out of the way for lifting metal on and off. So that's the reason I went this way. Okay, like I said, 1/2 inch inlet, 1/4 inch fitting, 3/4 inch outlet. It'll drop the water out of the table in about a minute. So we'll close our outlet and open our inlet. And there we go. And even with a 1/4 inch inlet, a fairly good compressor, 175 psi, even though it is squeezing down through that 1/4 inch, it floods this table really fast. Probably less than a minute from beginning to end. I'll flood this tonight. And you can see when I did weld this together, I have the 2 seams in there, so I have a little distortion. When the weight of the water gets in there, it flattens down. So there you see it coming up to the top of the table there. And I'll slow it down. And there we go. And when you want to empty the table, just throw this open. And there you can see how fast the water drops. Faster than it fills, obviously, because it has a bigger escape route than the incoming air. So I just very slowly open that valve. Trickle it up exactly to where I want it, and done. So I'll let this water sit in here tonight. Do a little leak down test, make sure I don't have anything getting out anywhere. Everything looks dry, but you never know, I get a little seep overnight with that pressure on there, with the air in the water. I'm not so worried about air leaks. You know, if it drops a little bit while I'm cutting, if I can't trace those little leaks, just pump a little more air in there as it drops. But I think I got it pretty water and airtight, and really happy with the build so far. So that's my water table build. And thanks for checking it out, and I'll be back again.